Yo, hello people. Hope you have an amazing day. And I just finished my walking today. It's currently 7:30 a.m. I came at 6:30. I woke up at 5:30, and I read my Bible and these things. What I wanna talk to you about today is low self-esteem and low self-worth. And why is that? Like, why do you feel like this for yourself? And I want to ask you and show you some things and that might help me. So if they help me, they probably and possibly will help you. So self-worth is something that you set for yourself, and that's the name of the word. And it's actually very fair, the self-worth and the feeling you get from your self-worth, because people can have high self-worth and people can have low self-worth, or at least they believe they have this. It's like an illness, mental illness. So the reason you have this thing in your head is because you actually believe that you are operating from the lowest possible level that you can. You can do better, but you just simply choose to not do nothing, and then you feel like shit. So it starts with this. Like, you see yourself in the mirror and you want to change some things, but you don't think that you can do it, or you simply avoid it, you keep it for later, or many of you simply imagine better days that God owes you these amazing days. And I know why you feel like this, because you love yourself and you want the best for you, and you have this positive mindset about the future, that better days are coming. But it's a huge scam, because better days are coming as long as you put the seeds now to grow. If you do nothing now, nothing will come in the future, and you will just wait and wait in this timeline, and you will just eventually become 80 years old and die, and you will still think that, and you will feel like upset with God that he didn't do these good days for you. But he tried his best. I mean, he puts the thoughts on you, and you just have to execute on them. It's not that he can take you and put you in a good place. Of course, God wants the best for you, and you want the best for you. Nobody wants to be a lesser version of themselves. So what you need to do is actually row the boat, and God will guide you. You will see the path illuminating as you walk it. You can't just sit and think all the things that you are gonna do. See the end result, be sure about it, and then decide that you are gonna do it. Because if it was like that, everybody will do the right thing. But if you always do the right thing, you will also learn nothing. So the point is to just execute on what you feel in your heart right now to do. Listen to that voice. Don't mute it. Don't go out drinking, smoking shit, ruining your life basically, and muting that voice that's shouting at you to change something. Just simply listen to it and simply act on it. And when you act, you will see things start to change. And based on that reality, you will continue and look and search about the next step. But you have to walk the first one to see the second and the third and so on. So if you do this, your self-worth will actually raise to the sky, because self-worth, again, I say that it's what your standards are. So if your standards are being fit and you look like a snowman, you are a round ball like I used to be, you will look at yourself and get disappointed, because you know that's not what you want or what you admire. So why look like this? Why not get to the standard you are and you want to be? Because your words are who you want to be, but your actions are who you are. So make yourself proud every day. Raise your frequency, drop some burpees. If you feel like shit, you are on a low frequency. I talked about this again on my other episodes. But basically, when you feel low, it's low frequency. And when you are on your high, they say high. Depends though, in drugs, or you can be high without it. But it's not the same high, but we mean high frequency. So raise your frequency by just dropping to the ground. I don't care what you do, just do some physical exercise that's intense. So high intensity in exercise, and it can be burpees, it can be push-ups. If you can't even do push-ups, which is unacceptable, but you should work on it, you should at least bend your knees and do the women push-ups. Whatever the fuck you want, do it, but raise your frequency. See your problems from another perspective. See how you can solve them now with actionable steps. What can I do now to improve my reality around me now? What is in my hands? The other is to the God. They will come slowly. They will be revealed to you slowly, step by step, and you will just have to follow through. But the first step is always the hardest. So just start, remove it, get that momentum and keep on growing. Don't stuck there and wonder like what's gonna happen or why is it hard. Like, monitor your self-talk and listen to what you hear and just analyze it. Why do I say these things? Like, if you get up in the morning to go walking because you want to lose your weight, and you scream at the world and you say bad things about everything and that you don't like early day, and sit back and analyze that and flip it and say, I'm the shit. Like, I wake up in the morning while everybody else is sleeping, so I'm gonna go get what I want. I know I am strong. And reverse that negative thoughts to positive ones. And when you structure these thoughts in all your life, you will create beliefs that serve you and not make you less of what you can be. So set your standards, which in my opinion every man should have a great physique that he's proud of. And besides that, being a good person and having enough money to provide for his family and do whatever he wants. Basically freedom, because money is not everything. Money is freedom, and freedom is everything. So just be a man who is able to provide, because that's what men are doing for the last 2,000 years, I don't know, much more than this. So guys, raise your frequency, do some high intensity exercise, and see your problems again. Monitor your self-talk, and your self-worth is directly correlated with how you act, and depending on what you want to do, you will act a certain way and get proud of you. And when you face your fears, on the other side, you will laugh about your fears. You just have to overcome this fear, and you will see on the other side that it was nothing, that you will grow, and you will see that you weren't able to see when you were before that the solution, and what you feared was only in your mind. But when you actually go out and get it and do it, you will look back and be like, oh man, like you didn't know really, and now that you know and look back, you understand. So that's how the path illuminates. You just walk and it will be revealed to you eventually. You just have to keep going. And what's gonna happen is your self-worth, it's gonna become pride. So your self-worth is gonna come from low self-worth to high self-worth by just simply aligning your thoughts with your actions. And set a goal for yourself. Don't just live life like a leaf on the wind and expect some miracle to happen without you doing anything. So have a goal, work towards it every day, and overcome yourself every day, and you will actually create a connection with yourself. And when you see progress and do things that are good for you, you show to yourself that you love yourself by doing what's best for you, not doing what's ruining you and feeling like it's the best, like eating a whole share box from McDonald's and then smoking weed and, you know, go jerk off because you enjoy the dopamine. Don't do this. Do what makes you proud. All humans are the same, and we have the same opportunities, the same fears, the same feelings, the same insecurities. We just overcome them, and that's where the difference is. So never compare yourself to other human beings. Everybody has his insecurities, his fears, and it's always you versus you. So just be better than the day before. So always grow the next day. 1% is enough per day to be better, or at least keep the same and try to sustain that and get better and better as you go on. Don't go from 0 to 100. Don't try to do that and then, you know, disappoint yourself that it's too hard or anything. Just become better one by one step, and compare you with your previous self. Don't compare you with anybody else. That will fuck up your self-worth, because you will feel like what you see on others is like too far away, or it's too different from you that you can't do it. But in all reality, it's false. And you know, social media these days, everybody presents their best life. They show where they go traveling, they show their best pictures of their best angles. You know, it's not all true. It's all designed to look good. So don't compare your life with their life, because they only show the good parts. Everybody has a bad side. Everybody has a side that you wouldn't sit and get jealous of, because we are all the same. We all struggle and we all have one goal: to get better and to make others around us be proud of us, and especially us. So your presence, how you carry yourself around, how you showcase to the world who you are, you show just by your body what your standards are. So if a guy with tits comes and talks to me, I won't think bad things about him. But if a guy is fit, I know and I feel more trust than the guy who is fat, because I know he's disciplined and I know what it took to get there, and his journey and how he overcame his fears. And I can trust him more because he shows me with his physique that he won't tap out on the first time, on the first second that things get difficult. So that's very important. So if you have standards, show them. Don't just think that you are better and you just, because you think them, that it's true. You have to live what you preach. So if you believe in a higher existence, in a better self, or in a better everything, just go out and get it. That's it, guys. Now I'm driving back home and gonna do my shower, cold shower. Gives me a great energy, basically. Refreshes you. And guys, work hard. If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Work hard and make yourself proud with what made you feel. Make yourself proud with what has been scaring you for so long, and go get it. Prove to it that you are better than this thing that scares you. Will raise your self-worth and your pride and your self-esteem to the roof, because you know inside you that you can do certain things that you set to yourself.